Republican gubernatorial candidates look to make their final push ahead of next week's primary election. One America's Salvi takes a look at one of the candidates hoping to face off in November's general election.
Georgia's Republican Lieutenant Governor Cagle is throwing his hat in the ring to replace the state's term-limited governor, Nathan Deal.
I'm not running for a job. I'm not running for a title because I don't need one. I am running to make a difference.
Cagle hopes he can capitalize on his name recognition to propel his campaign into the state's top executive office. Cagle began his political career in Georgia serving as state senator from 1995 to 2007. After leaving the state's legislature, he served for 11 years as the state's lieutenant governor, working for the administrations of former Governor Sonny Perdue and former Governor Nathan Deal. He now hopes to promote his plan of economic development to reach the governor's mansion in November.
I very much appreciate what President Trump and Congress did on the tax cut, and we have seen tremendous benefit as a result in terms of citizens within our state and really our nation as well.
Cagle has promised to create 500,000 new jobs in his first term and has pushed values of fiscal responsibility, most notably demanding a balanced budget through the state without increasing taxes for Georgians. He hopes this strategy will play out well for a state pushing a bid for Amazon's new headquarters.
You look at the assets within Georgia, the fastest growing port, the busiest airport, the Fortune 500 companies, the research institutions. We're on a great run, and so we want to keep that.
Cagle's also a staunch proponent of immigration reform, promising to defund and outlaw sanctuary cities. He's emerged as a heroic figure for the National Rifle Association after withholding a tax break for Delta Airlines for the company's decision to end discounts for NRA members following the Parkland shooting.
Conservatives are tired of getting kicked in the mouth, and that is the decision in which I had to make. Delta is no worse off than they were any other time. They still get the same benefits that Coke does and all of our other large corporations, and I stand behind that.
While overseeing the Georgia Senate, Cagle played a vital role in passing and enacting a campus carry bill back in 2017. He's also framed himself as a so-called traditional family values candidate who's pro-life and takes a conservative stance on LGBT issues.
No one has to question or wonder where I'm going to be to ensure that our protections are there as it relates to our free exercise of religion.
In 2016, Cagle was the primary supporter of a religious liberty bill that would allow faith-based businesses to deny employment based on their beliefs on marriage. The bill was ultimately vetoed by Governor Deal after several corporations threatened to leave the state if the bill were to be enacted.
Look at my record on pro-life. Look at my record on every conservative issue. Don't take the words of those that want to politicize something. Look at my record. It speaks for itself.
The stakes in this gubernatorial race are particularly important compared to others. Georgia state law permits the governor to veto the state's legislature's proposed U.S. House and state legislative maps, usually drawn following the decennial census, with the next one slated for 2020. In other words, the ramifications from the election could go far beyond the decisions made in Atlanta. Salvi, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.